What's up, you guys? Sash Boss here, and today is a very special day, and happy release day to Metallica! Yes, this is Metallica's brand new album, guys. This is 72 Seasons album review. Last night, guys, I was at the world premiere of Metallica's brand new album at my local movie theater, and I had an absolute blast listening to this album with Metallica fans. We were cheering, hooting, and hollering for this awesome record. So without further ado, let's talk about this album and going into it. So yeah, let's begin. I'm very excited to talk to you guys about Metallica. Okay guys, so going into this album, 72 Seasons, I was very hyped because I'm a huge Metallica fan. Not just because of Stranger Things. Metallica always has been my thing before the Stranger Things, the Master of Puppets. I always enjoyed their band. I always enjoyed their music. I always enjoyed their the vocals. I just always enjoyed them. They're a great band, and when I heard them do a new album, I jumped right in, and I really enjoyed it. So, yeah, that's pretty much going into this album. Okay, guys, so now let's talk about the boys themselves. Kurt, James, and Robert, and Lars. Let's talk about the iconic four duo, the boys. So starting off with James Hetfield himself. James was amazing in this record. You can actually hear his vocals really well, and there's some nice pristine vocal lines. He did a really good job with his vocals, and his rhythm guitar was insane. What a great guitar player and great vocalist. I always enjoyed James. And also the documentary scenes with him at the premiere were chef's kiss. Amazing guy. Amazing guy. Next up, guys, let's talk about Lars. Lars, the drummer. Lars is a great drummer, easily one of my favorite drummers in heavy metal. He absolutely kills it every single time you listen to his notes. He actually has some great percussion throughout the album. Some of the highlights for me is when he was bleeding the cymbals throughout one of the songs. I really enjoyed that atmosphere to it. It just really made it sound like a new Metallica song. What he did with drum work really reminds me of a lot of old school Metallica at some points in the album, and also felt kind of new school in different ways, what he did with his percussion. So, great drummer. Lars, kick butt. Love you, guy. Love you, man. So, good work. good job, man. Next up is my boy, Kirk. Kirk is easily one of the best guitarists in the game of heavy metal. This guy had some great riffs throughout the songs, and it was really cool to hear that he wakes up every morning and comes out with a really cool riff. So one of those riffs actually turned into a Metallica song, so a little fun fact about Kirk. Great guy. One of my favorite things he did was when he's leading the guitar solo and the Crown of Barbed Wire. I think he just did outstanding right there. One of my favorite parts about this record. Oh man, Kirk was amazing. They all sounded good. Next up is we talk about my favorite bassist of all heavy metal. Let's talk about Robert right here. Robert kicked butt. Yeah, Robert, man, he kicked butt. He actually, you probably already know this, probably did not know this already. I love bass guitar, and I love the lower notes of heavy metal, and this guy was outstanding, and you can hear him just fine throughout this record. He had some amazing bass lines right here. He said the hardest song for him was Lecter Loomis. He snuck in a guitar pick recording the song, but a fun fact I learned last night, they told him he should not use the guitar pick, so it was interesting. So Robert really did a really good job. He had a great sense of humor. I really enjoyed his song Sleepwalk when he was jamming with Kurt. I like that one. And then I really like the one when he's starting off the song and all the band kind of flows in, which is one of my absolute favorite parts about this record. So Robert did a great job. You can hear him really strongly throughout all of these songs, and great job, man. Great job. Keep up the good work. Okay, guys, so that's all the members of Metallica and how I felt about them. Okay, guys, so now let's talk about the album itself. So instrumentally, guys, this is a really strong record. You can actually hear a lot of nice different musical styles in heavy metal. They reference at the premiere last night about Lamb of God, Black Sabbath. They really heavily use Motorhead in some songs, so you see a lot of your favorite bands kind of have inspirations for Metallica, and one of them almost had a Ghost vibe, which is Crown of Barbed Wire. I got a lot of Ghost vibes, so I don't know. I don't know if they're doing some more Ghost. I have no idea what Papa is going to do. So Tobias Forge, maybe we'll cover Barbed Wire soon. So yeah, it was a nice vocal. It was a nice instrumentally written album. Vocally, guys, James had a great run through this album. It was nice to hear him sing different lyrics. Some of them are very catchy than others, and some of them just felt really nice and just really organic. He just did a really good job of making the lyrics really pop and make them sound almost like poetry. It has to rhyme, of course, right? Okay, guys, so now let's go to all my favorite songs about this album. Even I know this already, my favorite song from this album, from all the singles that I released, was Screaming Suicide. Easily my favorite song from this record. It's easily a classic. It really got me a lot of Kill Them All kind of vibes. But one song really felt like a modern day take on Kill Them All is a song I like to call, it's called, ladies and gentlemen, it's called You Must Burn. Yeah, it's You Must Burn, ladies and gentlemen. A great song by Metallica. Easily has a nice, modern Kill 'Em All vibe, and it was a nice one. We all cheered at the end of that one. It was a fun one. It was a really nice, solid song. I definitely would re-listen to this one and repeat, because it was a fun one. Fun record, a great one to get me hyped. I really enjoyed it. So, a really good song. The second one I really like, which is one of the slower songs of this album, is Sleepwalk. The song called Sleepwalk. It was a great song. I really enjoyed the surf metal kind of take to it, is how they described it. They really delivered on the surf take. When you're more like you sit there and listen to the song, you hear the surfer metal music, and it was nice and relaxing. Some of the album, I really felt like I was in the on a desert or in the mountains, just hiking. It was really nice. Great job. I really enjoyed that song. So some of my favorite parts of the album, like I said, were James's vocals, Kirk's solos, Kirk's riffs. Really enjoyed Lars's percussion. Robert, by far, was the chef's kiss to every single song. He was there kicking butt every single time through this record, and it won't disappoint. It won't disappoint if you're a big fan of the bass guitar. It won't disappoint you. It was a great record. That's probably why I love Metallica so much, just because of the bass. But I just really enjoy everything about this album. I can't describe, I can't put into words how well and beautifully written this album is. It was beautifully written, just like I said for Avatar. So, yeah. Okay, guys. So how do I recommend this album? Well, I recommend this album to all Metallica fans who absolutely enjoy this band and their journey through all these years. 72 seasons is a great way to say kumbaya to the band, say like thank you to everything they did. I think they really put their heart and soul in this album. It's a really nice, enjoyable one compared to all the other albums released. This is a really enjoyable album. Like, from some of the songs, I thought they sound really repetitive, but more you listen and more you dive into this album, the more you fall in love and marry the two, and you just have a blast. It's a blast. It's a fun listen. Maybe one of the longest Metallica albums. It actually has some Iron Maiden vibes, because some of the songs are over 7 minutes, and the finale is about 12 minutes of Metallica. So it's almost like the Metallica Beethoven collaboration. Yeah, but what an album. What a record, and a record indeed. I give this album a 10 out of 10. So with that all being said, guys, Metallica's album, 72 Seasons, 10 out of 10. I got some exciting news, I gotta tell you. At the very end of the premiere, guys, we actually had an announcement from the boys themselves. They're going to be live in Texas. They're going to broadcast in the movie theaters again, both sets of their tour. So if you're not getting their tour tickets, you get the next best thing. You got 2 nights, August 20th and 19th. I will be back in the theater again to watch Metallica's brand new live performance. So I'm very excited to see their concert. And it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast to see Five Finger Death Punch, Pantera, Ice Nine Kills. I can't wait to see Ice Nine Kills in the theaters. That's how he's meant to watch them, right? And also another band. I don't know who the other band is, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait for that. So without further ado, I'm out of here, and hopefully you guys have an amazing rest of your day and enjoy Metallica's 72 Seasons. I think it was a blast, a 10 out of 10, super bad butt. And just have a, please leave a like, leave a comment, and let me know what you guys think about this album. Yeah, it was amazing. Thank you, and I'll see you guys later.